Waiting on the bus. Another one down and another one down. And I'm waiting for the bus. No, that doesn't really work. Shut up, ambulance. Can't you see I'm trying to vlog here? Jeez. The nerve of that guy that needs medical attention when I'm trying to vlog. Ugh. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Slash Raptor Show. I am Slash Raptor, and I'm on my way to go and see Shang-Chi. I have not seen a movie since COVID hit, so I'm very excited. Just waiting on my bus that's going to take me to West Edmonton Mall. The big-ass mall in Edmonton that everyone is talking about, and it's like one of the big selling points of the whole city. But to me, because I'm not a girl and don't need, thousands of clothing stores, all it really has is an EB and a theater. And then everything else that it has, I can go to at smaller malls that are easier to get to and not nearly as maze-like. Because unlike Winnipeg, where basically every mall is a theater, except for the smaller ones or the strip malls, and the cheap seats. But here, the only ones that have malls are City Centre and West Edmonton Mall. So instead of the one that I could walk to in 5 minutes, I have to go to West Edmonton Mall because that one in City Centre is still closed because of COVID. So now we're just waiting for my bus, and then I'm gonna have to, I think it's just one bus, and then I gotta get into the mall and then orient myself and try and figure out where the hell the theater is. Okay, so I'm waiting for that number 2, and it says that it makes frequent stops, it looks like, but I haven't seen one and I've been here for about 5 minutes. Sure, makes frequent stops my ass. That's like the third 5 bus I've seen. And of course, I can't take the LRT to West Edmonton Mall because there's no LRT station there. Train doesn't even run in that direction. It's been operational for at least 50 years and they haven't bothered making a station at the most talked about place in Edmonton. Because people that aren't even from Edmonton all come here to go to that mall. And the only way to get there is by car or bus. And as you can see by my situation, where I've been standing in this bus shelter for frickin' 20 minutes now, I'm not having a lot of luck with the busing. Okay, the light's green. Now come to me, number 2 bus. I would use my telepathic powers, but I don't have telepathic powers. And even if I did, I don't think they'd be strong enough to move a city bus, especially with people in it. Yep, there it is. All right, that's my bus. Now I gotta get my mask on. Okay, so now we're at West Ed. That was a lot longer of a bus ride than I was anticipating, but whatever. At least it was decently cool in there. And now that I'm outside, there's a bit of a wind that picked up that wasn't there before. So it's actually not that bad. Now, I have been to the mall before, to this particular one, but I don't usually do a lot of shopping there. But there is a comedy club in there, and then there's also the theater, and that's where we're going. And I think it's that way, because it's kind of on one of the far ends of it. It's the Scotiabank Theater, so I can either try and find it from the outside, or go into the mall, and then navigate the maze. All right, I think I figured out where I'm gonna go in. See that? That stands for Bourbon Street, which is one of the food courts. There's also another food court, but this one is a fancy one with actual full-on restaurants as opposed to the fast food joints that they tend to have at food courts. And I don't know where the Scotia Theatre is in relation to Bourbon Street, but I do know that that is an entrance to the mall that I can use. So we're gonna go, I guess, up here. Ooh. 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 No, wait. Movie theater. Can't get distracted. Oh, here we go. I must be close to the theater now. Because look at this. The Suicide Squad, Free Guy, Shang-Chi, and the Paw Patrol movie. Okay, I don't know when I lost you, but I did find the theater, it seems, because I've never come into the theater from there. I've always come in from the door over there, because it has its own exit or entrance to the store. But I really didn't feel like looking for that door outside. So Yeah, apparently my recording got cut short. I don't know when, but I found out that there's a Lego store down there, and you can stand by that piece of glass over there and look down into the store from above, which is really cool. You can't enter the store that way, but you can look at it. Okay, but anyway, on to the theater. Okay, ticket acquired. Alright, so I'm sitting in my spot. Got this giant tub of popcorn and my Diet Coke because I am dieting. So I will come back after the movie and tell you what I thought about it. Okay, so like 2 hours later, I'm out of the movie, and that was actually pretty awesome. I didn't know what to expect going in because, like I said, I had never heard of the character before, but I was hooked from the beginning. I thought the cast was really good. I thought the character interaction was really good. They had a lot of good humor where it needed to be, and it was just a really interesting story. I really enjoyed it. The only thing I want to say is that, especially at the beginning, like that bus fight scene, it suffers from something that I don't really know if there's like an official name for it. But I first noticed it in Transporter 3, with, you know, the Transporter movies with Jason Statham, where the hero of an action movie gets to the point where he's such a badass that he literally never gets hit. So what is the point of these fights if there's no danger for the character to lose? And that's how it started, especially on that bus scene where he literally didn't get hit once. But then as it went on, the opponents got stronger and he did actually take damage. So it almost became one of those movies, but there was enough course correction, and it looks like they're foreshadowing more movies, and it looks like they're going to be bringing him into potentially more Avengers movies, because the Avengers have always been my favorite MCU movies. Infinity War is currently like my favorite movie of all time. I wouldn't say that this one was that good, but it was definitely a lot better than I was expecting. And I think that it did something interesting with the all-Asian cast, similarly to how Black Panther did something with the all-African-American cast. Except I really did not like Black Panther. The movie was boring, and it was just a bad thing. And it makes me angry how many people rave about that movie when it really wasn't that good. But no, Shang-Chi was really good. I was pleasantly surprised. And I've still got half a bag of popcorn. Wow, that was a really cool movie. And I like how they kept it very grounded in that he never gets powers because he doesn't need them. And you know, none of the characters he was fighting had powers naturally, unless you count whoever was currently holding the 10 rings. But I like how they introduced Wong in there. The only thing I didn't really get is that at the end of the movie, in like the mid-credits scene, that you see Bruce as Bruce Banner, as opposed to like the Bruce Hulk that we saw in Endgame. So it makes me wonder, how did that happen? I thought he permanently merged together with the Hulk. I thought that was the whole point of him. But I don't know. It's not really that important. So the next one that I really want to see is the new Spider-Man. I'm probably going to see the Eternals again. Characters that I've never heard of before. But it does have Rob Stark in it and Angelina Jolie. So it's definitely worth a watch. But I'm most excited about Spider-Man: No Way Home. Well, anyway, folks, that's all the time I have for this episode of the Slash Raptor Show. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you in the near future for more. Peace out.